centralized computing. Here we are going to be storing our data at the at central location, and all the clients are connected to that, and we are going to be utilizing the services. And these clients, we can say that they are the thin clients. Why? Because they can access to the server and can utilize the services, right? So we are having the advantages and disadvantages, right? So advantages means here whatever the data, the information, everything we are going to be maintaining at one location, right? So only at one location, at one machine, right? And security can be provided to only one machine, and security can be provided to only one machine. Maintenance will be easy. Okay, no need to maintain all the systems. Okay, only one machine is there. In that we have added our all information, and we are locating all our data into this server. So no need to maintain n number of systems, right? Only one machine. In this we are going to be maintaining our data, and we are going to be providing security for this only one machine. And here we can recruit the person to maintain the server. Only one person is enough to maintain this one server or one machine, right? So easy to maintain, and security will be provided to only one machine. Okay, this will be the advantages for this centralized system, right? So centralized data management, high level security will be there, cost effectiveness will be there. Okay, only for one machine we are going to be providing all the updates and the changes, everything we are doing to the one machine only. From that clients are going to be accessing. That's why these all are the advantages, right? And coming to the disadvantages of this centralized computing, here whenever my server is down, okay, whenever my server is down, at that time if I want to do any checks, okay, manual checks or any installation, okay, it is consuming some 72 to 48 hours, okay, to repair my server, right? Until then my clients have to wait. Okay, until then my clients have to wait. So nowadays no one are going to be waiting for any application services. Directly or instant they need the services immediately within their respond, right? So for example, whenever we people are using Gmail, Facebook, okay, at that time if we are unable to open that things, means we are unable to we are not going to be waiting for that much time, right? So directly we are moving to the another application also, right? For shopping also, if I am unable to open some online shopping application like Flipkart or Snapdeal, okay, if it is unable to provide that services to the client, okay, client is not going to wait for that much time, right? Okay, what he will be doing, he will be switching to the another application and utilizing the services, right? So the main drawback of this centralized computing is, if server goes down, okay, it is taking time to clear all the problems within 72 hours or 42 hours, means here clients are unable to wait for that much time, right? So so for to overcome these type of a problem, next it has been switched to the distributed computing, right? First centralized computing was there, ma. Everyone were using these all centralized services. Why? Because no need to maintain all thing. Only they are going to be maintaining one machine. Okay. Security, antivirus installation will be done at only one machine. Only one person should be recruited to maintain the server, right? So these all things are the advantages. But whenever the suddenly the server has been collapsed or crashed, okay, at that time all these clients have to be wait, and they are unable to access this centralized computing central server, right? So this will be the drawback in this. If anything happens, means low performance or network speed, okay, central point has been failed or crashed, okay, at that time it is not going to be providing the services to the users. Means here all the users have to be wait, okay, wait. But in which case we can select this centralized computing means I can provide security more. Okay, security will be more here, cost will be less. Okay, cost effective will be there. Okay, in that case, if server has been got down or crash, if you people are want to wait for 2 or 72 hours, okay, 2 days or 72 hours, then at that time you can use this centralized computing also, right? To overcome this type of a problem, here we are going to this distributed computing, right? Distributed computing. So I think everyone know how this distributed computing is going to be working, right? Instead of here, what is the difference between that centralized computing and distributed computing means in centralized computing, only in one machine here we are going to be maintaining and we are going to be providing all the information here. Only one server is going to be running. But coming to this distributed computing, okay, distributed computing, here many computers will be there. Okay, here instead of using one machine, here we are going to be running 10 machines. Okay, they will going to be responding to the clients, they will be going to be responding to the clients. For example, if one machine has been failed, okay, if one machine has been failed means other machine will be providing the service to the client, right? Other, if this second also failed means next other machines are going to be providing the services to the clients. Okay, like that, if imagine that you people are connected some 10 machines in distributed computing, right? 10 machines in this distributed computing. If one fails means nine systems will be providing the services, right? If two fails means remaining systems will be providing. Okay, right? If totally fails, if you people are getting any doubt, if total systems are got fail means that will not happen, ma. But in rare case, if totally fails means we can add or remove our machines. Okay, we can add and remove our machines and can provide the services to the users, right? So distributed computing means instead of maintaining in one machine, here we are maintaining all the information and the data at various machines. They are connected to a network and each and every machine is providing the service. If one machine fails, next remaining machines are going to be providing the services. So here we are overcoming the problem of crash, okay, crash or server failure. Anything happen means other clients are going to be providing the services to the users, right? So we are overcoming the problem of centralized computing with distributed computing, right? In centralized computing, only one server is going to be maintaining, right? Here we are going to be maintaining all the information, everything at one machine. If anything happens, these clients are unable to access. Here, if one machine has been failed means other machines will be providing the services. Other machines will be providing the services, right? So that is the distributed computing, right? We can means here entire computing is done at multiple systems. Okay, entire computing will be done at multiple systems. We can add and remove our machines. Okay, we can add or remove our machines. So these things are going to be provided by distributed computing. Here we are having some advantages also, ma. Advantages like reliability, okay, flexibility. Means here whatever the system is there, okay, whenever the clients are going to be connected, okay, it will be providing all the information to the user. And flexibility means how, means we can add and remove our machines. Okay, we can add or remove our machines. And availability means if one server has been failed means here another client will be providing its services to the clients, right? And maintenance, okay, and they are going to be maintaining and scalable. We can add or remove all the machines in this distributed computing, right? And easily they are going to be working together, and they are going to be solving the task or a problem whenever the clients are requesting, right? So this is about the cloud common. This is about the distributed computing, right? If you are having any doubt, you can ask ma. Have you understand here till now? Have you understand till